those guys work for a company contracted to Community Fibre, and they're pushing a fibre down an existing duct, but it looks like the tree roots have cracked the duct, and so they're having to dig at the blockage to repair the duct. The duct must be full of mud, and then it's coming up to a pole and going to the houses. And I guess all they wanted to do was run a new fibre. At least it's fibre. I'm on my way to help at Bentley Priory Nature Reserve. I just looked this morning at the project wiki for London Hackspace, and the trouble with that page is it's flat. You can't. There's a lot of information in there. You don't know what's current, something like that. You've got to work out how to do vectors, how to make a vector space out of these projects and their relations to each other, so that we can see where the flow is. Because when you just look at a list of projects, you can't do anything. Because I made my list of projects, which is totally out of hand. I haven't done anything on anything for 2-3 weeks, because I've been wandering around the countryside, I suppose. But I'm pretty worried, because tomorrow I've got a job centre interview. I'm supposed to have been applying for jobs. I've only applied for one, which was just remade. But the job application deadline was 2 months ago. Over 2 months ago. But they are thinking the right way. They're starting their starting point is circularity, getting circularity into the economy, and they're trying to encourage people. For example, people who, if you're planning a film production, design your sets so that you can maximize reuse. Actually build it into the design stage, and I'd say try and integrate production funding into it. You've got to lift it up to that level. So these vector spaces of vector flows, if we could understand projects in terms of something more than financial potential. The potential depends on the flow. So you've got a space with material flows and into kind of intellectual flows. I mean, just making my animated short about the human robots with phones that are wandering around in a kind of super organized Wimbledon Common global wombling exercise. The animated short has an intellectual legacy, or should be one. And that's its value. That's its real value. And depending on the material flows you need, depend on the kind of animation you're going to do. I did those Russian animators. That's something amazing. Boy, there is something to be said for single-minded obsession. I just can't do it myself. There's a little footpath, but no sign. Maybe it's around the corner. But part of my problem is I always feel like I should be doing something else, because I get these kind of what seem like alien impulses. The necessity to apply for a job, get a job, and start turning up for work at 8:30 in the morning. And that to me right now just looks like a death sentence. But my family telling me I probably can't see my daughter until I do that. Well, I don't get it. Hi. I saw a message from Laurie Hartheness thanking the sunset. At sunset last night I was watching discussions about Gaza. I saw Channel 4 interviewing someone from ActionAid. I thought maybe I'm supposed to go and apply for my job in Gaza. There's a guy in the room next to me in the house that I live in. He's Palestinian from Beirut, but he says he doesn't know anything about what's going on in there. Doesn't have anyone, isn't in contact with anyone. Sorry, my nose is running. I think I better stop the video.